always from the heart of the city, and now on demand 24/7 on the CHFI website. This is the soundtrack to accompany the planting of a garden. And I'm Don Jackson with Lovers and Other Strangers. Nothing whatsoever remains of you in this grass we once used to tread. How long ago it was we came. The garden now is a wilderness. A Japanese writing translated by Donald Keene. The Victoria long weekend really signals the early beginning of summer, and that garden I described will soon no longer be a wilderness. We head north to the cottage to air it out and prepare it for many long, lazy weekends to come. If not to the summer house, then only as far as the nearest garden center and our own backyard as we prepare the gardens for planting. I thought we might spend this hour in the garden with Lovers and Other Strangers and CHFI.com. Lovers and Other Strangers, online and on demand from CHFI.com. Shaye with a butterfly effect in the song Beauty. Sixpence None the Richer and Kiss Me, and Elton John with Your Song. We're in the garden this hour. Rupert Brooke wrote, "Rainbows and the blue bitter smoke of wood, and radiant raindrops couching in cool flowers, and flowers themselves that sway through the sunny hours, dreaming of moths that drink them under the moon." And Victor Hugo wrote, "Nothing is more pleasant than greenery washed by the rain and dried by the sun into cleanliness and warmth. Gardens and meadows with moisture at their roots and sunshine on their blossoms become jars of incense, each giving out its scent. The world smiles and bestows itself, and we feel a gentle intoxication. The sun teaches men to endure." It reminded me of this from Parker J. Palmer from Let Your Life Speak, published by Jossie Bass, John Wiley. I love the fact that the word humus, the decayed vegetable matter that feeds plants, comes from the same root that gives rise to the word humility. It helps me understand that the humiliating events of life, the events that leave mud on my face, or that make my name mud, may create the fertile soil in which something new can grow. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Lovers and Other Strangers, now available to fit your busy lifestyle from CHFI.com. I want you to listen to my garden. Marina Shintz, photographer from Visions of Paradise, published by Stewart, Tabori, and Chang, wrote, "To create a garden is to search for a better world. In our effort to improve on nature, we are guided by a vision of paradise. Whether the result is a horticultural masterpiece or only a modest vegetable patch, it is based on the expectation of a glorious future. This hope for the future is at the heart of all gardening." Unquote. I've always liked this quote from Alexander Smith. "My garden with its silence and pulses of fragrance that come and go on the airy undulations affects me like sweet music. Care stops at the gates and gazes at me wistfully through the bars." Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Lovers and Other Strangers, on demand 24/7 from CHFI.com. Nelly Furtado planting seeds in the song Try. The Dave Clark 5, Just Because. And Seals and Crofts, In a Summer Breeze. Tiny differences in input could quickly become overwhelming differences in output. In weather, for example, this translates into what is only half-jokingly known as the butterfly effect. The notion that a butterfly stirring the air today in Peking can transform storm systems next month in New York. An excerpt from the prologue to Chaos by James Gleick. Richard Jefferies wrote, "It is eternity now. I am in the midst of it. It is about me in the sunshine. I am in it, as the butterfly in the light-laden air. Nothing has to come. It is now. Now is eternity. Now is the immortal life." I read recently that the typical lifespan of your average butterfly is only between 20 and 40 days. The graceful monarch lives almost the entire 40. But only 40 days. Not even the duration of one short summer. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com.
It's a shady day.
Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Jacksoul on a shady day, Natasha Bedingfield with a pocket full of sunshine, and Snow Patrol chasing cars in the garden. The land was ineffably lovely. The late roses in the garden, a perfume of some heaven. And somehow they had to drink of it all so deeply they'd never again forget. An excerpt from The Thornbirds by Colleen McCullough, published by Harper. And this from Sarah Teasdale, it's called Clear Evening. The crescent moon is large enough to linger a little while after the twilight goes. This moist, midsummer night, the garden perfumes are earth and apple, dewy pine and rose. Over my head 4 new-cut stars are glinting, and the inevitable night draws on. I am alone. The old terror takes me. Evenings will come like this when I am gone. Evenings on evenings, years on years, forever, be taught my spirit. Close upon and keep the scent, the brooding chill, the gliding firefly. A poem learned before I fall asleep. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Lovers and Other Strangers, now online and on demand 24/7 on the CHFI website. Mr. with Broken Wings and David Cook with The Time of My Life. Won't you come into the garden? I would like my roses to see you. Originally published in a 1931 book, The Perfect Hostess by Rose Henniker Heaton. Eventually she does, but it's an agonizing wait. Tennyson observed, "There has fallen a splendid tear from the passion flower at the gate. She is coming, my dove, my dear. She is coming, my life, my fate." The red rose cries, "She is near, she is near." And the white rose weeps, "She is late." The larkspur listens, "I hear, I hear." And the lily whispers, "I wait." If you've ever felt a strange compulsion to go into the garden late at night, it was probably an answer to the call of the larkspur and the rose. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com.